Welcome to Bolderaja, another district here in Riga. In some cases, and some say that it should not even be part of Riga, how different it is from other parts, but who would better tell about the place, about the neighborhood than local who lived here himself in his childhood and growing up. So say hi to my friend Artur.
Hi! Look at this. Beautiful. This is how lucky the people are who live here. This is what they see when they return home. Familiar views.
Exactly.
So let's go and check it out.
Let's go. And speaking of the view, I remember the first time I was visiting my friend Artur a couple of years ago. It was a day like this. Only a few hours later it was dark and I was crossing the same bridge we were just standing on, and I saw these smokes coming out of the factories, and I couldn't believe it's reality. It really felt like part of some depressing horror movie, but trust me, it's actually not that bad, and I will show you, and Artur will guide me to what Bolderāja actually looks like. Okay, this is it. I think we're almost officially in Bolderāja.
Yeah, so these are the entrance gate to Bolderaja. This is where you would enter the neighborhood if coming from the city. So this is the official sign approved by the local government. But there was the first version, and it was written in English, "Welcome to Bolderaja," and painted in red like blood is coming. So that was fun, but that was disassembled like in some day or two. And now recently there was another accident with the sign, because some local Russian patriot painted the sign in the color of the Russian flag. And from what I know, he has not been found yet, but the court is chasing him because this is a criminal activity.
But as far as I know, also Bolderaja is mainly Russian-speaking neighborhood, right?
Yes, there was official like toll people were answering, and 90% indicated they speak Russian as their first language at home.
Okay, so, wow. Also visiting another neighborhoods here in Riga, I have never seen this specific coloring, so maybe they try to kind of liven up the place, liven up the neighborhood, painting the houses in a little bit more lively colors, because if you come here in the day when it's not sunny, it most surely looks quite gray, so maybe that was the idea.
But interestingly, this is the I believe this is the original color. So they made it here colorful before it was cool, because now we see in a lot of countries like Estonia and Poland, they renovate the old houses and they paint them in some colors like this, but this was the original color. So
real OG Bolderaja. You know, Artur, what also comes to my mind when I hear Bolderāja and I hear its people is that almost everyone that I met from Bolderaja, they are really proud that they are from Bolderaja. Because if you, let's say, live in another neighborhood like this in Riga, you would maybe somehow try to hide, or you wouldn't be that happy to live there, but most of the people, at least in my experience, they're happy that they're from Bolderāja.
But I think there's a little but to it. Most of the people I know from here and the people I communicate with, they indeed are proud. But I think you need to have a little bit of, you know, humor and to be able to laugh about yourself.
That's
and if
true.
so, they're kind of proud they come from here. But I think people who, you know, who don't have that sense of humor, I don't think they were really proudly telling they're from here. Yeah.
So it's all about the sense of humor.
Yeah. But on the same topic, ironically, what came to my mind is initially when all these people who are now proud to tell they're from here, they were not so proud, and I think one of the main missions were to get out. But once they've sort of made it and they don't live here, they remember this place with a positive, and now they're proud. I don't think they were
Proud growing up back in the day.
Also, I think some people are, in a sense, proud because it means you grew up in a tough neighborhood. Not anyone had a chance to grow up in
Started from the bottom.
one of the toughest neighborhoods.
So it's not only big block buildings, it's also more quiet and more peaceful streets. And actually in Bolderāja, in its beginnings, it was mostly a fisherman's village, and mostly they would have houses like this. So you have a good mix of block building areas and also private housing. Sun is slowly going down, so it means you could see more raw footage.
Sun is leaving this God's forgotten city.
The local beach here in Bolderāja, as they call it, Copacabana, and
Latvian Riviera.
Latvian Riviera. And if you're standing here, if you're enjoying your sun or whatever time here in the beach, you can also see the ferries there far in the distance going to Sweden.
I've heard they shut them 2 months or 3 months ago. No more ferries to Sweden.
No more ferries to Sweden. You have to stay in Latvia. So if you would live locally, this small piece of Bolderāja would be called Rečka, or a river, because it's located very near to the river. And for some reason, not that understandable for me, this was believed to be the toughest area of Bolderāja. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it looks a little bit on the tougher side, but at the same time I've definitely seen worse. I'll show you the river. This is the local hangout area. You have a kids playground and a place where some grannies or mothers could sit and watch their children or grandchildren. This is a cute little street.
Yeah, a legendary store. I think it's what's closed for a moment, or but so this used to be a liquor store, and as you can see, there's the school, and I believe the business model presumed that the main customers were the kids from the school, and it took little or no effort to get an alcohol here. So, and the biggest sales days were the days when there was a school discotheque. And yeah, from when I was like 14, it was really easy to purchase something here.
So
Yeah.
you have a school down
Yeah.
the road, what, like no more than 100 meters?
You have something like this. So the discotheque has been started for around an hour or two, but the main party is still here. Everyone's buying, drinking, and yeah, then going to the discotheque.
Do you remember the name of the...
No name. No, I don't remember the name, but
No name, this place didn't need a name.
like I've used to purchase many of my first ever drinks here because they wouldn't sell me in the big supermarket. We needed to ask someone who has ID if he's 18 years old to here. No problem. Your
No
ID is the
problem.
money in your pocket. If you had something. Praise the Lord. The Messiah.
Not bad. Let's see what do they advertise here.
Some wine? Some wine?
This right here in Latvian it means bar, but of course for everyone also not speaking Latvian it would be a clear sign what's in there. So this is believed to be the roughest bar here in Bolderāja, and for some reason this is no surprise for me. Sadly or unfortunately it's closed today, but I'm sure we will find some other place.
Yeah, so these blocks might not be your desire to move here as a young family, but interestingly from here it's around 10 minutes to walk to the beach. So I think the whole neighborhood has a potential, but
Not
might,
today,
it
not
might,
to
might
yet
take
tomorrow.
decades for that potential to come alive. And I was wondering if you were not born here, if you haven't lived here from your childhood, like what could be reasons to move here? One could be if you're a fanatic lover of the beach and the sea, so you have a quick access. If you're working in the army, because we have some blocks here. If you're working in some timber factory, or simply if you're going for, I guess, the very lowest price in the town. But these are potential categories I would name that could buy something here or move here.
I think actually, as far as I have checked some ads that where you can buy apartments here, you can really find cheapest price to buy and also rent apartments, right? In
Yeah,
Riga,
yeah,
I don't
correct,
know
correct.
it. I don't think it can get any lower than here.
Correct. So this promenade was built, I think, like a half year ago, and my grandfather, he was in shock when he saw this. He couldn't believe like it could be somewhat like this, walkable and nice, even the lights in the evening. And he lived here for all his life, and he was shocked by this improvement.
And
He walks here every day now.
it truly is beautiful. It's no much different than you would find in any other district here in Riga, or maybe in some places in Europe.
So this guy had a little bit more than the average guy, I believe. Not the worst beer.
Yeah, this is not the worst beer, but also he was kind of disrespectful to the Latvian beer culture, because there is a little bit left here. You don't do that in Latvia. You have
And
to
also
finish.
the guy had a little bit more money than the average guy, because he left the bottle and didn't bring it for 10 cents back.
True fact. And also, you don't only have the block buildings and sea nearby, you also have piece of nature here in this part of Riga. Looks like some nature reservoir, and Artur told that it actually is, so this land is protected by government. Would you ever believe that this is 5-minute walk from the city that we were just in? Quite incredible.
Bolderāja standing up straight from its knees.
we will try to get some food, maybe something to drink. And this is the local cafeteria here in Bolderāja called Diva. If you think of typical Latvian food, typical Latvian cuisine, then that is exactly what you get. And I have to say, it doesn't get better than this. So couple of drinks later, couple of beers later, we are out of Diva. The party just about to start.
Just kicking off.
Yeah. Sadly, we have to leave. This is probably my favorite place in Bolderāja. Just kidding. But anyway, it was a great day, great experience. I've been here before, but there are some sites of Bolderāja I haven't seen before, so
come to Bolderāja, love Bolderāja, invest in Bolderāja.
Let's go. Thank you, Artur, and with you guys, see you some other time.